Hello YouTubers, hello Sabrina, lockedlooneytune. I'm doing, I tagged myself on your tag that someone tagged to you, so, I figured I'm bored, and, I had a little bit of time on me, and I was looking at all my subscribers' videos, so I figured I'd give this a shot too. It was 10 questions. And the first one is, which, by the way, I love your answers. You're so the bomb. But the 10 questions are pretty, interesting questions. So I guess it will really, give you a broad, view, a window of who you're looking at here and the kind of person I am. So, so cool to share this with you guys. But the first one is, what made you decide to start recording YouTube videos? What made me start recording YouTube videos was watching other women here. Of course, I was one of those people who hated what I looked like, and I wanted to see before and after pictures of people that have lost weight to see if it's even possible. That's how I started, looking at YouTube, looking at before and after pictures. I would just sit here on YouTube and just do that every day. And then when I started not just looking at the before and afters, but listening to people talk and share the story that were on a weight loss journey, and seeing how they were doing it, and seeing how there was more people on their channel that were doing the same thing. So it was like a whole network of people. And I realized there was a whole community out there of YouTube viewers who are trying to lose weight and are sharing their story publicly. Like, whoa, that was like crazy. And then I was addicted. I was like looking at it every day for like a month. And then finally I met, I came across Slim by Faith's page, who had a friend of mine who I've had on my Facebook for a while, which is Miss Ray 210. And that's how I was able to communicate with her more, because I didn't know she was on a weight loss journey. I didn't even know that she was big, because we were just friends through Facebook, through the love of music, the similarity of music that we share. So that's how we were friends on Facebook. So, and she was friends of my fiance's before. When I became with him, I think we became friends that way too. So, but it's a small world, and knowing somebody that was on a weight loss journey that I knew, other than just somebody on YouTube that I don't know. And then I got to know that person more and find out that they were, trying to do the same thing I wanted to do, but they were already doing it. So it kind of that just made it easier for me. And then communicating with her and seeing where she was at, and, I just needed someone to talk to me. And she was the one that just made me feel comfortable to start my own YouTube channel and start recording my videos. I was shy. If you watch my first video, you see I was all over the place, and I was reading. I had to write everything down and read it because it was new to me. Now it's natural, which is weird. But I never thought I could sit here in front of a camera and just talk. But I am. And I'm sharing my story, and it's really helped me. I'm glad I started this. Wow, that was a long answer. Number 2. If you knew today was your last day on earth, how would you spend it and why? Oh, if I knew today was the last day, I first would try to see everybody in my family, I'd probably be on the phone for a couple hours calling everybody, saying my goodbye. Then I'd probably want to go somewhere by the water, by the beach, in a tropical area. Raina, give your brother some sippy cup. Okay. I'd probably want to be somewhere by the water. somewhere peaceful, to just remember the world like that, even though we know it's not peaceful like that. But I would like to at least have peaceful images in my mind before I go. And of course, be with my children. What's my favorite movie of all time and why? Okay, as a kid, it's Milo, The Adventures of Milo and Otis. Like, oh my gosh, that's my movie. I love cats and dogs. I love animals. And that is a movie, if you've never seen it, it's a movie about a realistic movie. You know, it's not like a cartoon one, but it's basically the cats and the dogs, they grew up on a farm and they get separated from each other, and the whole time they're trying to find each other, and then they end up finding each other at the end of the, towards the movie, and they each have their own families, and they gather up in the spring, and they end up going back to the farm. And it's just such an interesting movie. I just like it. I'm very emotional to like animals. In my mind, all animals have feelings. And if they can talk, I'm sure they could say a whole bunch of stuff to us. But I believe that they communicate with each other. So, I don't know. I just really like that movie. And as an adult, I would say The Notebook. That is a deep movie. It's a long movie, but it's very deep. It's about a couple who, the wife, she has like Alzheimer's, some disease where she has memory loss, and she wrote a notebook, but the pages are empty. The first page she wrote on it, and she told her husband that whenever she loses her memory, to just keep reading the story of their lives, and she'll remember. She'll come back to him. And in the movie, he was reading her this story, but he introduced himself as a friend. Like, he didn't tell her it was her husband. He was her husband. And long story short, she ends up coming back to him in the movie, like her memory, but she lost it like within a few minutes. And the whole time before that, he was reading the story to her, and the story of their lives. So we basically in the movie watching the story of their lives. But it keeps going back to that nursing home when he's reading her the book. At the end of the movie, he got sick, and she like felt sad and depressed because I guess her memory was kind of all over the place. But at the end of the movie, he ended up coming from his room, going to her, trying to talk to her, and she remembered who she was, and they ended up falling asleep together and dying together, holding hands. So that was a really deep movie. I really like that movie a lot. That's my favorite movie. It explains a lot, like true love when you don't think it exists. Actually, it does. I know it's just a movie, but I've heard cases of where there's couples that, when one dies, the other one dies shortly after. I mean, it's realistic. It happens all the time. I believe that love exists like that. So that's another. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. It's called The Notebook. I like it. I love that movie. If I was an animal, what would I be? Oh, man. I think that humans are the best animals, to be honest. God gave us all the things that God gave us is just amazing. The ability to think, make choices, to feel, to taste, to see all the blessings we have. But besides the fact that I think we are the best animal, and I wouldn't want to be anything else other than human, I would say maybe a bird, so that I can feel free and fly and see different things. I'd love to travel the world, but that requires money, and I'm not rich to be able to do all those things. But little by little, I like to at least visit different people in the United States, like family and friends, and try different areas. But yeah, a bird. To me, a bird is peaceful, free, and just has like a humble spirit, They just come and go. They don't really cause chaos. It depends on the bird. Alright, my biggest pet peeve, man, don't be in my kitchen touching stuff. I don't like anybody touching my food in the kitchen. Hold on one second. I don't like stuff on the floor either. Pick that up off the floor. Oh, that's your foot. Get up. Why are you on the floor like that? Oopsie. Yeah, but I don't like things on the floor. I'm very funny about that, and I don't want nobody touching anything on my stove.
Can I introduce myself?
Yeah, my daughter wants to introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Raina, and this is my brother and my mom. I'm very proud of her, of the effort she did, and she worked really hard.
Thank you. Oh, wow. All right. You just met my family. That was so random, but made me feel really good. Okay, moving on. Nobody in my kitchen.
Don't do that.
But anyways, if number 6, if I could travel back in time and meet myself as a 16-year-old, what advice would you want to give myself? Oh boy, I would say, don't be writing to no inmate in jail. What's wrong with you, girl? Are you crazy? You don't need to be writing to no man in jail. You way more than that. And continue staying with your foster parents and go to college like they want you to. That's what I would have told myself. And what? And while I was working, I would have opened up a little savings account and was saving my money. I should have done that. But no, I didn't do none of that. And I made some really bad choices. But anyways, wow, that's a deep question. Which song best fits my image and why? My image? I don't know really how to say that, but I would say that a song that really describes how I feel about the world or about people in general is the En Vogue song, Part of Me. I'll repeat because my son was making noise. The En Vogue song, Part of Me, is the name of the song. The song is basically the girls are singing, saying that they wish, I love people. I love people. I love helping others. And I wish that everyone was as nice as me. Even my enemies, I would feed. And it says that in the Bible. Now, I'm not saying I practice what the Bible says every day. But I really do wish that people would love each other more and care for each other and want to help each other more. I think the world would be in less chaos. And I remember as little going to sleep, and I always used to, like, when I first saw, like, a panhandler, because I didn't really grow up around that, but when I first saw it, a panhandler is someone that is a bum in the street. They call them bums, but someone that is homeless. I don't even think that's the right word, bums. I don't like using that word, but for people that don't know what that means, that's kind of, I guess, what you would call it, but I don't call it that. Panhandle is the proper way. Someone that doesn't have a home and is out in the street asking for money or for help, and sleeps outside probably. And that, like, literally broke my heart. I hated seeing that. It used to, like, literally bring me to tears. And when they would ask me for something and I didn't have it, I would feel so miserable and, like, so sad. And even animals in the wintertime when it was snowing, I wanted to bring every animal into the house. And my mom was like, no way, and I would literally cry and get all emotional about it because my mom was telling me I couldn't help these animals and bring them in the house. If it was up to me, I would have had a freaking farm in my house, growing up as a child. But my mom was like, no. And the fact that I felt that I couldn't help somebody, I felt helpless. It just, and then seeing the way the world was, and then I started watching the news really young, and then just seeing how the world was, and then, they show, like, different presentations on children that are starving around the world, and they show graphic pictures. I felt miserable as a kid. I was like, oh my gosh. And I grew up with this thing in me where if I can help, I'm going to help. I don't care if I got to take food out of my mouth. I will give it to somebody else. That's just me. That's just how I am. If, I don't have, I will literally, give whatever. I will go without so you can have. And this song by En Vogue, Part of Me, really describes how they want to help others. How other people should want to help others and be a part. It gotta be Part of Me. You gotta listen to the words of the song. If you can, look it up. En Vogue, Part of Me. You can even find it on YouTube. But it's a very beautiful song, and it talks about how they wish they could help the world, and the world, the world would be a better place if we all just do our part. It's kind of like the Michael Jackson song, Man in the Mirror. It kind of like that, But this song is, I don't know, it does something to me, and I can really relate to how they feel when they sing that song, because I feel the same way. I really do. I think that really describes me, and how I feel and what I think about when I lay my head at night time to go to sleep. I don't sleep peacefully because I know what's going on out there in the world. I wish I could save everybody, and I can't. And that's a horrible feeling. I don't like the way this world is in chaos. I don't like the way a lot of people are. I don't like the way there's selfishness and greed and hunger. But that's a whole nother topic. I can't get into that right now because this was just a tag. But anyways, what do I do when I'm sad? Well, I don't really like to cry. I will cry sometimes, because sometimes you got to. But I noticed that when I am sad, I'm very humble and quiet, and I listen to music. And I normally try to find songs that describe how I feel, and just listen to it in my head. Or, if I'm really, heartbroken sad, I'll listen to, uplifting music. Music that, about women that have self-confidence, that are strong, that have made it, that, they're dogging someone, dogging a man that hurt them, something like that. Like Carrie Hilson is, that's my girl right there. But anyways, and the Declaration album of Ashanti was, the shiznit. So, anyways, I love them. But anyways, what is one of my favorite quotes? Cool beans and babes, and that's what's up. I say that all the time. One place that you never seen and would like to visit. Never seen? Oh, I want to go to Niagara Falls. I want to go to Las Vegas, and I want to go to the Bahamas to Bahamas and Bermuda, and I want to go to Italy and France and Japan and all those places around the world. So, yeah. That's a lot. I guess you guys only wanted one, right? But if I could go literally visit the whole world, I will. I would love to. This country is so huge. So huge. This earth, this planet is just so amazing. So, don't mind my son in the background. But, okay, y'all, this was a very long video. And this was a tag, but at least you all got to know me more. And, meet my kids. Say bye, Raina.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, YouTube.
Birds.
No, not birds. YouTube. Say stay focused on your journey.
Stay focused on your journey and keep on moving.
Right. And why?
Bye.
And they can do it, right?
Yeah, never give up.
Right. Because I'm not giving up, right?
Bye. Yep. Bye. Keep on working.
Okay, Hunter, you want to say bye? And my son. Say bye. Huh? Say bye. Happy holidays.
Bye. Say love you, guys.
Say love you.
Bye, YouTube.
Hold on. Say bye. Love you.
Bye, you.
Say love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
All right. Bye. Peace out.
Bye. 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 Yay.